to own your own business and be able to do that. You do things for the right reasons, the right way. Okay? So I love that part. I did not start my own company by quitting a job and saying, okay, now what am I going to go do? I had it all planned out, and I got my first client while I was still gainfully employed, because I couldn't afford to not have income coming in. And what I grossed in 1 week is what I netted in 4 weeks. So I had 3 weeks to go find new business. Cool? And me being a sales guy, we used to have, remember the AHMA directory? It was this big, about that thick. I opened up the AHMA, it's now AHLA, opened it up, Acme Motel Company. And, okay, dial, blah, 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 blah. Hi, listen, is this Bill, the owner? Yeah, hey, who's this? Don Farrell. Here's what I do. I come in and I size up your sales office, measure the market, la, 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 la. Bottom line is you make a bunch of money. Can you send me a proposal? Sure, send your proposal. When do you want me to follow up? Call me next week. Okay, great. My wife was incredibly pregnant at the time, and she's typing out all these 4-page proposals. Don, can't you get it down to 1 page? 4-page proposals, right? Send it out. Call the client in a week. Hey, did you get my proposal? No, it didn't come. Okay, we'll get another one out. And I'm chasing all these potentials. I'm through the directory. I'm probably in the L's, A through L. I probably called 300 companies. And I think I had 3 leads. And I said, man, this is going to be the shortest lived business in history if I don't figure this out. And the conclusion I came to was, number one, when I started my own company, I said to myself, you're not going to call on your friends to do this. You're going to do this on your own. Well, I knocked that out. I said, I'm going to go beg my friends. So I would call up Jed Heller, who's based in Boston, asset manager. I said, Jed, don't you have any clients that need help, that I can help deliver? Well, I don't know if you want to deal with this one. I'm in. It would be a dirty, filthy hotel on the wrong side of the railroad tracks with terrible service. I was a beggar. I wasn't a chooser. So I had to help that client as best I could. I wouldn't normally take that client, but I had to grow from somewhere. So number one, I called on all my friends, relatives, anybody I knew to help give me leads. And now I did that with 10 people, and now I've got 10 leads. I had 3 with 300, now I got 10. Okay? And the second thing I did was I needed to distance myself from my competition. Back then, and maybe even still today, if you say you're a consultant, the person looks at you that you just talked to, says, consultant means you're unemployed, temporarily trying to find work until you find a real job kind of thing. That's what consultant meant, okay, back then. So I had to convince people that I was much more than a consultant. And the way I did it was to take a page out of Holiday Inn. They say, we will come in and we will do what we say we would do. And if we don't, we will work for free until you do. And if we don't, then you pay me nothing. That's how sure I am we can help you. When I came up with the guarantee and called on my friends, things started happening. So find your point of difference, okay? And don't be afraid to guarantee. There's hardly anything you can't handle. There's many a time, I promise you, in the first 5 years of my little company, where I guaranteed this and we came up short. And the client said, oh, Farrell, I got so much more than I thought I was going to get. You helped me here, you helped me here, you helped me there. You didn't have to do that. We're good, man. That was pretty cool, okay? So in all these many thousands of clients we've had, probably over 25,000, I've only had 2 that I had to give the guarantee money back on, okay? It also builds the culture in your company. When the phone rings, with my previous company, 383 Associates, when the phone rings and the person who answered the phone was Peggy, and this person said, I'm upset, I want to talk to somebody, Peggy's body parts would start falling off. Because she knew that if we messed up, we'd have to write this guy a big check because he's been a client of ours for 3 years. I'd have to go back 3 years and pay them back everything they ever paid us. So everybody was on like, oh wow, code red. We got to go fix this kind of thing. So it helps your culture too, to put your feet to the fire like that. Did that help?
Yes, thank you.
More questions? How much time do I have, Mr. Chris?
8 minutes.
Go.
I have a question. Do you know much about event planning? Because that's something I want to go into. I know there's different factors that you have to control. And
You see the smile on my face? Every class I do, you got a bunch of event planners. So yes, I do. First thing I would tell you is, go talk to my daughter-in-law. The one that owns the bridal shop, she knows every one of them. She knows all the venues, she knows all the event planners in town. She can give you a good education on how to do it and how to do it well. It's a fun gig. You will work your butt off. Especially in the beginning, you'll be working 60, 70, 80 hours. But it is fulfilling. It's great. It's great fun. And if you like variety, you have variety. But also know you have a lot of competition. So you got to find that uniqueness. You have a follow-up question? I'll get to you. Sorry?
Do you work for a company or do you work on your own?
I work for me. So it's called FreshRevenues. There are 33 of us in the company. So it's my company. Question?
See me after.
Okay.
What about like if you wanted to do public relations for hotels?
What if I wanted to be in PR for hotels? Those are your bigger hotels. A hotel this size wouldn't hire a PR. They might hire a firm to do all their hotels, but not just this one, right? Well, let's just hire a PR firm for one hotel. They wouldn't do it. The ROI isn't there usually. It's fun. I always said to myself, if I didn't do what I'm doing, I would love to be involved in an advertising firm because I love that strategic planning and the tactical and the execution and the PR piece. There's a place for it, but they're the really bigger hotels. So your market's a lot smaller when it comes to that. Unless you work for an ad agency that's not only doing hotels, but other industries too, okay? I have a strategic partnership with a company called Red Rover. Write that down. Not you guys, just her. Red Rover. They're a marketing company in this town, and they can give you a heck of an education on what it takes to do PR right. Lori, Lori is the owner. If you go online, you'll see it. She loves dogs, hence Red Rover. So if you have a dog, make sure you tell her. More questions? Go.
Did you have a mentor?
That's a great question. Her question was, did you have a mentor? Do you have a mentor? The sad state of affairs is I did not. I try to be a mentor for people, but I've never really had one. Closest thing to it was a guy in Chicago, Peter Smith, and he was my mentor because he was cool. I said, oh man, Peter's so cool. He's just the way he carries himself, the way he walks, the car he drives. I want to be Peter. That's as close as it came to being a mentor, and that's not really a mentor, okay? But I suggest you go find one, okay? I have, this is what, the 6th or 7th time doing this, Chris?
At least.
At least. I've had in previous classes, people come up to me at the end saying, I want to do event planning. Can you help me get it organized? Sure. So we met for coffee. I still meet with somebody over a year now, all the time, have coffee to help her move her little business idea along, okay? So I'd be delighted to do that if you want. Anyone else? How many people learned something just now? How many people made $1? All right, Mr. Chris.
Don, thanks, man.
Thank
Let's
you.
hear it for Don.
Whoa!